Good afternoon, everybody. This is Robby with Construction Edge Equipment in our Temple store today. We have another location in Waco, and I wanted to introduce you to the Kioti Tl750 compact track loader. Quick specs on this thing: it is 74 horsepower, so no DEF. It's about a 9,800 pound machine, so it's a good heavy 74 horsepower, which will increase your tractive effort and make pushing dirt better. It is a true pilot controlled machine, so not as many electronics in the middle to go wrong. Pretty basic, pretty easy to use. Have a 3,285 pound rated operating capacity. Have a maximum lift height to the hinge pins. At full height, you're just under 11 foot, so you should be able to easily load most dump trucks. This particular one we're going to look at today is a base unit, and the base unit comes in an open ROPS with auxiliary hydraulics, with the 14 pin, and with 2-speed. Here on the TL750 on the front, you'll notice your tilt cylinders are protected with cylinder guards. Got a good step, a good wide open in and out, so it's pretty easy and safe to get in and out of this unit. Again, this is the base model. It does have a K-string, it has the quick connect couplers, and it has a 14-pin control kit, all really tucked in and guarded really well for good protection. We move around to the side, you'll notice on the front, tie downs, you've got really good, easy access to tie down on your trailer. Again, this one's a 2-speed. All the grease zerks are pretty easy to find. They really don't hide any of them. Lift arm support device, so if you want to stabilize the arms while you're working on it, you can do that. They all come with the wide tracks. The undercarriage is beveled and it's lower, so it's going to self-clean a little better than some of the other ones on the market. Good heavy-duty idlers, rollers, and sprockets. This is your access panel to tighten your grease cylinder and tighten your tracks. Your rear tie-down points for your trailer are here. They're all bigger holes, so you can get the bigger chains through them easily and don't have to fight that. This is a vertical lift machine, so as you raise, this portion moves forward and rocks those lift arms forward so that you're reaching out 35 plus inches from the cab, loading in the center of a dump truck or stacking hay in the center. Okay, here on the Kioti TL750, we've opened the tailgate. The radiator has 2 bolts you have to take out, and then it'll open and lock open like this, and it gives you pretty good service access. You also have your hood that comes up here with your electric fan. All of these skid loaders, everything's packed in pretty tight, but they've done a really great job at making it accessible, even though there's a lot of stuff going on back here. So you've got your air filter canister here with your inner and outer filters. You've got a fuel filter with a primer bulb here, so if somebody ran it out of diesel, you can prime it back up pretty easy. This is your diesel tank and fill here. Your engine oil filter is here. Right under the fan there is your engine oil drain. There's a little access panel, and so you barely have to get under the machine this far to get to it. Over here in the top right, you have your hydraulic filter that's easy to get to. Fuse panel, your batteries right here below it, and your radiator and your oil cooler is a combo unit like many other brands use, and you can get it open and you can clean it out, blow it out, pressure wash it from both sides. Of course, you got your overflow model here, and everything is just pretty accessible. You can see the tailgate, and all of this is good, thick, heavy metal, not a lot of plastic going on to get torn up. So we've shown it with this all opened up. These were the 2 bolts that we had to remove. They're 17 millimeter to open the radiator and get to the other components, but with the radiator closed, you still have access to your diesel fuel, your overflow tank. Over here you've got your battery with your hot terminal on the outside and your negative on the inside. We've got a battery disconnect, so you can kill the battery, and that's a pretty good theft deterrent in some cases. Good heavy grating on here. Big enough holes to let air flow through, but still protect your combo cooling unit there. Again, on the Kioti TL750, we're on the right-hand side if you're sitting in it, or the passenger side now. Same undercarriage as we looked at on the other side. You do have your hydraulic fill is here. This is where you add the fluid at, and if you move around to the front with me, I'll show you where you check your fluid. It's super easy. You've got a sight glass right here to the right of the seat if you're sitting in it that shows your hydraulic oil, and it's a big sight glass, and you just want to see oil in there. Doesn't matter if it's at the top or bottom. I'm going to go ahead and hop in real quick. Again, big wide enclosure to get in and out. So you do have a foot throttle. You've got a ton of floorboard space in here. These are your drive safety interlock bars that have to be down. Don't have to wear a seatbelt in this model. You've got a nice display screen with all your settings in here. Lots of extra buttons for auxiliaries, horns, float positioning, things of that nature. Park brake over here, and your unlock button to make everything function. You've got a paddle bar here on the right for intermittent hydraulics, opening and closing a grapple, for instance. And then you have your lock here to turn your constant flow hydraulics on if you wanted to run a trencher or shredder or something that you don't want to hold this all day. So it's all super easy to get to. There's another fuse box here that I didn't mention earlier. We've got 2 ports here, a 12 volt and a USB for phone stuff. We thank you for joining us today and looking at it. And if you have any questions, You can call our Temple store at 254-727-2488 or our Waco store at 254-855-6242. We've got an awesome, friendly staff, parts, service, rental, sales, and we're all happy to help you. We carry other brands, so please visit our website at construction-edge.com, and we'd love to try to earn your business or answer any questions we can. Thanks again.